Good afternoon, class. My name is Gianni Macchio, and today I will be presenting my final project, which is Fundamentals of Foreign Direct Investment. So to start, I will give you an overview of what I am talking about. So, one of the most significant advantages of global business is that money flows from one country to another, where it is invested into other organizations and enterprises. Foreign direct investment, or FDI, is the main stimulant among these capital flows. FDI is one of the most essential factors and foundations in both established and emerging economies. So, what exactly is an FDI? So, an FDI is a company or individual's investments in a country other than their own. This investment can include a factory in a foreign country, such as Microsoft's chip producer in China, or a purchase of an existing country, like Walmart buying out Kefra in Mexico. So what do FDIs exactly show? FDI is a vital component of the economic health of developing nations. These investments help to support a variety of healthy factors, such as innovation, job creation, and economic development. So now I showed my research that I have done for inflows by country. So United States leads with 350 billion, China's in second with 150 billion, India with 50 billion, the UK 20 billion, and for this project I decided to throw in some developing economies to show the impact that FDI has on developing markets. So Kenya with 1 billion and Tanzania with another billion. So now I will show you the outflows by country, and the outflows typically reflect the inflows of a country. So the United States with 2 billion, China with 1 billion, and for developing economies, Kenya only has 2 million and Tanzania only has 125 million. So why did I show you all these numbers? So the reason why I showed you all these numbers is to show you how important net flow is. So the inflow and outflow data are crucial because the overall net flow of FDI is calculated by subtracting the inflow from the outflow. A positive net flow indicates that a country invests more overseas than foreign investors seek to spend in their country. A country with a negative inflow indicates that it spends less overseas than foreign investors invest in their country. The majority of countries have negative net flows. So countries like Japan, Canada, and Germany are among the few countries that have positive net flow, indicating that they invest more in other countries' economies than other countries do on their own. FDI inflow might signify a thriving economy. It can also be used to gauge the growth and development of emerging markets to some extent. Emerging economies strive for foreign investment because the cash flow helps them to build serious infrastructure such as bridges, hospitals, roads, and schools. So I found this case study on Baswa and Debris and their FDI fund that helped them out drastically. So just to show, Baswa was one of the world's poorest nations when it gained independence from Britain in 1966 with an annual per capita GDP of only $70 per year and 12 kilometers of paved road. Now, in today's environment, roadways in the country have grown to over 70,000 kilometers and an annual per capita GDP of over $8,000 per year. And this is only one example of how FDIs can be very impactful for struggling economies. So there are some concerns about FDIs in some governments because foreigners will purchase vital assets in one country and reap the benefits in their own countries. Some economists, for example, believe that the United States is selling off its ability to create wealth. This is owing to the large number of foreign firms that are owned in the US, such as RAC, Gerber, and PF Goodrich. And these are only among the few companies that I stated. The Committee of Foreign Investment in the United States, or CFIUS, has the authority to regulate, approve, and prohibit investments, but they rarely do. But many other countries, like the US, have these committees in place to review FDIs and approve the investment. So, for the conclusion, international economies integration is achieved by FDI, which establish stable and long-term linkage between economies and countries. It is also a vital link between other countries too. Furthermore, FDI facilitates international trade by allowing access to other markets, and it can be a significant driver for economic development. When FDI is performed properly, it can hold a significant benefit for economic development and work as a crucial catalyst for global and economic growth. So these are the sources that I used. Thank you guys for listening, and have a good night.